Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the schmoes know, this is Box Office Breakdown. Information and commentary on weekly movie box office.
There we go. And we're doing vocal warm-ups this morning. Thank you all for joining us at Popcorn Talk Box Office Breakdown. I will take full blame for us being behind schedule. It is my fault. I am having car difficulties.
Car problems?
With
the gas?
No. On my lovely camping trip this weekend, I got hit by a deer.
Wow.
What?
I did not hit a deer. I got hit by a deer.
You were parked?
No, I was driving. Oh. But it ran into the side of my car. Like, it didn't run in front of my car and I hit it. I literally was driving and it ran into the side of my car.
The passenger seat?
Yeah, right in front of the
Was it like a body bump or was it like a head-on to the side of the car?
It was like massive brown thing attacking my
my
headlight is. Yes.
Wow.
It died?
It died.
Wow.
It had antlers.
Did you strap it to the car and bring it home? Or?
No.
You should have cooked it on.
Wow.
That would have been great. You know what? He's probably like, the deer was probably like, they were probably chilling in the woods and they were probably like, wow, next car that comes with a hot chicken and I'm going for it.
It almost killed me.
You're lucky your window wasn't open. You would have flew through the window.
I'm lucky. Also, of course, the one time I was driving down like this 2-lane highway and like hadn't seen, we would see a car maybe every 40 minutes. And as this deer hits my car is right as like this other car is coming around the bend.
Oh, shit.
So if I had swerved to avoid the deer, I would have hit the other car.
Oh, shit.
So I was just stuck
in
between a deer and a car.
Paint the scene for me. Did you immediately stop the car? Did you come out of the car and like check the deer? Did you guys just keep going? Like, I'm just
It was
curious.
only you in the car by yourself?
No, I was with other people, but I was driving.
They must have been like, what the fuck was that?
Well, people were sleeping. So I like...
it was at night.
Oh, okay.
It was right before dawn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, guys, big tangent before we get to box office numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm like driving down. It's dark out. All of a sudden, I've got deer and headlights coming from the other way. I like kept going because we were on this, like a 2-lane highway, but there was a little like place you could pull over about 100 yards up. So I drove to there, got in my car to assess the damage. Was convinced, I was like, because you hear the stories about like deers that fully total cars and like jump up and like run away. So I was convinced the deer was fine.
Yeah, he was toast.
Go back because the deer ripped off part of my car to go find my car parts.
Okay.
And found not only my car parts, but found a dead deer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how fast were you going?
Not that.
Like
Poor
25
deer.
miles. Yeah,
Like
deers,
40.
they're not known for
Poor
being
deer.
They're not known for being the smartest animals.
I mean, he could have just wanted autograph. He could be a fan of the show.
Yeah, could.
It was like,
He really just brought in 15 minutes fame for me to talk about it for 15 minutes on this show.
Yeah, the deers were probably smoking weed in the woods, and they're probably like, wow, I think Lack-of-Tara's coming up this way. It's going to be a wrap.
He's like, I bet you can't get an autograph.
He goes, I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
It was a dare.
Suicide.
The deers dared him.
Suicide deer.
Suicide deer, literally. That's what I said. I was like, the deer committed suicide on my car. But
yeah,
that's why I'm late.
It's rough in the woods over
sorry.
there. It's times and rough and tough like leather.
We don't have much to talk about since we are all completely wrong and only got 1 out of 5 for the past weekend. Everything was all over the place. We do have a couple of winners from you guys out there. The big one for me is going to Tyler Myers, who actually got 5 for 5.
Well done.
On this ridiculous weekend, not pulling in a lot of money and kind of just bleh. As for our numbers guesses, Sinister 2 goes to Mark Viscosio. American Ultra, which in my opinion very underperformed, goes to Robert Burke. And Dylan Esposito, special shout out to you because you got the Hitman one, and also he got it exactly at 8.2. So good job, everyone. Us, not so good job.
You're suspect.
Bad
Dylan.
job.
You're suspect.
Yeah.
Who hit 8.2? Come on.
Dylan knows how to manipulate the internet times.
He's running our page.
Playing in different time zones and stuff like that. This guy's a trickster.
I'm on you, Dylan.
No, but let's get into what the numbers actually were. Not even making the top 5 was American Ultra from Lionsgate.
Wow.
Only brought in $5.5 million. And that was on 2,700 theaters.
It didn't connect.
Not good. Then The Man from U.N.C.L.E. came in with the 5th spot, bringing in $7.4 million, dropping 45%.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the biggest drop on our list, though. Hitman premiering at 8.2. 4th spot. Sinister coming in at number 3 with 10.6. Then Mission Impossible holding on the number 2 spot, dropping only 32% to 11.7.
Yeah,
and Straight Outta Compton dropping 56% to 26.7.
Yeah, ran away with it again. I mean, it beat everything by another $15 million. I got to say, I think the biggest disappointment was definitely American Ultra.
Yeah.
I mean, the opening.
Bad numbers.
I mean, look, the opening was right on par with Adventureland. Same amount of money. I think the audience really didn't connect with the believability factor of Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart as being CIA agents. I mean, I think you throw somebody like Melissa McCarthy and like Will Ferrell, and this movie does a lot better. I think they skewed too young, and they went after Comedy Central and MTV.
I mean, I understand what they went after, because looking at like Adventureland and stuff, that didn't make that much in the box office, but afterwards people were really drawn to it. Like it being put on TV, like people bought that movie. I stick by. I don't think these actors have the biggest fan bases right now.
No, look, I mean, it's people, Twilight doesn't, it's the movie Twilight. Like, Pattinson hasn't got out and done anything big. Laudner, this girl. I mean, you could put me, you, and JTE in Twilight and it'll play. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a plug and play movie. You could throw anybody in that thing.
You know what's interesting? We're looking at this list, and I just kind of realized this now. Mission Impossible, spy movie. Hitman Agent 47, Hitman spy movie.
Right.
Man from U.N.C.L.E., spy movie.
Yep.
American Ultra, stoner comedy about a spy movie.
A spy movie.
What is going on with
We
all these
talked
spy
about this.
movies?
We talked about not having really family-friendly
Yeah.
films right now.
I mean,
nothing going forward.
And Tom Cruise wins.
Older audience
Yeah.
is going to go to Mission Impossible.
Everybody's gonna go see Tom
Compton.
Cruise.
The plus side is the 2 good movies that are out right now are the ones that are performing the best.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm glad to see, even though Mission Impossible, I thought it was going to drop off a little bit more. I'm glad to see, quality still kind of, holds some weight in the box office.
This is the dog days of summer.
For this week,
yeah.
quality has held out. That is
yes.
not the typical pattern of the box office.
But I've heard American Ultra is not that bad. I heard it's a decent, fun time, and I think maybe it might find a little more audience, like on Netflix and like.
I agree.
I think
I think it'll be a good Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoke weed and hang out and watch it.
Hitman, I hear, is horrible. Sinister 2, I heard, is actually pretty horrible. Ellis and Copster reviewed it, and those are the 2 of the biggest horror. Those guys like almost anything horror.
Yeah,
and
they do.
they didn't even like the movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see
and
all
Cody
these.
likes everything.
Yeah, Cody likes everything. I see these all falling off big time. And again, Straight Outta Compton, Mission Impossible, they're going to have some legs because there's nothing to compete with them.
No, it doesn't.
No,
I mean,
not
look,
gonna.
like I said, American Ultra is Max Landis. I thought it was going to do better than that.
I mean, yeah, I
had
agree.
it at number 3. But like I said, the Twilight stuff doesn't translate.
And I like Max Landis, but
but-
I don't think his name also
No.
is big enough yet.
When you
it's
say
kooky.
Twilight, I mean, does anybody look at that movie and think Twilight?
Who would you play in Twilight?
I've never seen a Twilight movie.
You probably could be Taylor.
Doesn't he kill a-
he'd be
doesn't
one
he
of the
kill a-
vampires who
Yeah.
glisten like a diamond.
Doesn't
Yeah,
he
that's
kill
true.
a deer in that movie?
He does. He does kill a deer with his bare hands.
Probably.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
I'll be-
I would actually be Edward Cullen.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I'd like to be the deer, so I don't have to
No,
be in
you
that
can,
movie.
you can be the girl.
Yeah, he turns into a deer, I think. I think Taylor Lautner turns into a deer.
He does kind of look like a deer.
Yeah.
With that neck.
All
Yeah.
right.
He does
So
things
none
like
of
that.
us got any numbers right.
Yeah.
And
Straight outta
nothing
Compton.
really made that much money, though.
No.
Compton
So-
did. I mean, Compton.
Yeah.
look,
Hey, let's not overlook
they would have
Compton.
been happy if Compton opened at 26.
True. $20 million budget.
The second weekend, I mean, it's gonna propel it again. It's a dull next couple of weeks until the Oscar contenders can start hitting the theaters. I think the thing about Compton, it's a real story. And it's a story of the summer. I think bigger than any superhero movie with no stars in it, no insane budget. It's just the truth.
Do you think it has nomination potential?
Absolutely.
I don't know. It's tough. It's so tough. I saw it twice. I saw it again this weekend.
As of now, as of what we've seen come out this year so far.
As of right now, and that's a big if because all the heavy
because we have
Oscar
so
hitters
much
come in the
coming
fall.
out.
It has a snowball chance, but I wouldn't bet any money on it.
I think the thing you'll get out of it is possibly a supporting for either Giamatti or
Really, Giamatti, huh?
yeah, or Eazy-E. You won't get a lead. You won't get a lead.
Easy,
You
yeah.
won't get a lead, and maybe. Did he give Oscars for like soundtracks and other shit like that?
Well, it's best song,
Best
score.
song, that's a possibility.
I mean,
I don't know if it would best song though because it's
yeah.
He's not going to get best director.
I
I mean, this
don't-
movie's going to do 150, $60 million domestic.
Again, the guy who played Eazy-E to me was a
Yes.
standout.
Yeah, he's
and
great.
if anyone has a chance, I would give him the best
He
chance.
also has probably the most on screen time.
Oh
True,
yeah, well, it's his
and-
movie.
And he's not like he wasn't that well-known actor before, so he's kind of a new, fresh talent. He's actually getting a lot of roles now just off this movie.
The Oscars love that kind of stuff.
Again, it's way too early to tell. You asked me that, and we might even be talking about this movie come December when it comes to Oscars.
I think Giamatti's going to get nominated, man. He was so good.
He was, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he was so good.
Wow.
I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't put any money on it.
My favorite part of when he's in it, when Ice Cube is singing "F the Police," and Giamatti's like any motherfucker in a blue uniform. He mouths it
Yeah.
from the side. I'm like, yeah, he's into it.
Also, I just want to say I'm glad The Gift is still in the top 10. I think that movie is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and I'm
great.
glad, and it's such a small budget. I like to see good movies being rewarded.
I mean, Ant-Man's still in the top 10. Minions is still in the top 10.
Fantastic Four dropping like a rock.
Ugh, it's
Number
gonna do-
10 in
gonna
its
do-
third week.
That's yuck.
He's brought in a whole $3.6
I know.
million.
Movie is
That's
terrible.
It's done.
That. All right, let's get into some
Yes. Quick segue. Speaking of movies that bombed in the U.S., but international is a different story. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Sarah.
which now we will get into exactly what I was about to say.
Yes.
But we're starting in China
Yep,
with
the best.
Terminator Genesis.
They're back in business.
Scoring the fourth biggest opening day for a U.S. release in the country, picking up $27.4 million after debuting across 25,000 locations.
China's huge.
They got 25,000 theaters?
That's what
That's not true.
There's no way.
I
There's
swear.
an extra zero added in here. This is a typo.
That's exactly what it said, and I said the same thing.
You
I was
know
like,
what? It might be
Think
right.
about China has billions of people.
Well, China's bigger than North
They're
America as a
bigger-
whole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Think about it. There's cities. There's
Yeah,
a
but
little
we only
theater
have
in
about
every-
5,000
yeah,
theaters.
this is
25,000.
intense. And like,
Someone's
I
gonna
know.
need to check that out. Dylan, do some stats on
is
that.
this like is this
Let's get the
screens?
engineer's
Wait,
gonna check it
is
right
this
now.
screens though?
That-
Because think about it, when you have like a theater,
That's
a
what I'm
theater
saying.
here might have
Yeah, but they
12
might.
screens in it,
It could
versus
be.
a theater there might have one screen.
I didn't say.
No, they might have like house. They might count like people's houses, home theaters as theaters over there.
I got this. Actually, that number was off Variety.
Okay, well, Variety I think has a typo that
I
I'm
think
quoting.
There might be 25,000 theaters in
in the world.
But
I
I'm
think you
not
guys
sure.
are overestimating how many
Yo.
theaters there could be.
It
What?
might. I'm checking this out right here.
Okay, what do we
and
got?
It might be a number based off of the amount of screens.
Screens.
Yes,
See, that
thank
is
you.
what I said.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
25,000 screens
That
is
means,
definitely yeah.
But on 25,000 screens, does that mean that they put it on every screen?
They probably got like 50,000
I don't
screens.
know.
That's just how many they put it on. there.
Anyway, thank you, China, for pushing the
They're the
worldwide
best.
total to $335.1 million. Roughly 3/4 of their money is coming in from abroad.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, because they
Terminator Genesis.
They're starting to let American movies back in.
Yes, the
Yeah.
floodgates have opened.
Also, let's not forget they cast a huge star from China in this film. He played like the liquidator to the T-1000.
Yeah.
So that I think that
Yep.
alone is probably a
Yeah,
reason for all these numbers.
Wang Day Chung. That's his name.
Yeah,
I think you
couldn't
made
remember
that
his
up.
I think his name is Wang Day Chung.
I think you just made that up.
Not sure.
I think you just straight up made that up.
Yeah.
Then we have Mission Impossible Rogue Nation taking in another $25.2 million in 63 territories, pushing its worldwide haul to $438.6 million. So at about $100 million more than Terminator Genesis. The China debut is slated for September 8th for Mission Impossible.
Huge. Tom Cruise is huge in China.
Ugh, he's basically Chinese. That guy.
Well,
And yeah, so that movie, huge hit. But I just want to go back to Terminator for a second. Here's the bad case scenario. We might actually get a sequel to this horrible movie because
Yeah.
it is it's going to end up making over $400 million
Easily.
when it's done in China. I mean, and it made no money in the U.S.
No.
So it's real interesting because a lot of times.
Do they even like release it in the U.S. in the future? Do they just release it elsewhere?
Seriously.
I mean, you know,
They just stop releasing these
they
things
just
in
need
the
to
United
make
States?
the budget less.
I mean, the whole. I won't be surprised if Terminator, whatever the hell they call the next one.
Yeah.
The whole thing doesn't take place in China.
Yeah, Terminator,
Probably.
Monster Hunt, Terminator 2,
Yes.
Terminator 7, Monster
Monster
Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah, they release it together.
They release it with the Terminator to catch the
Yeah,
monsters.
Wang Da Chung.
Here's some info kind of coming out of left field. In third place internationally,
Yeah. Interesting.
Ride Wars. That is a Chinese remake of the Kate Hudson Anne Hathaway comedy that came out a couple years ago, and it made $23.6 million. Fox International Pictures, the studio's local language arm, is handling the rollout.
Oh, that's starring
So-
Lee Wong.
You can't just make up names.
Yeah, and
You can't just do that.
Tai Chang.
So, it's weird how you forget sometimes because America's like such a big place for remaking foreign films like The Departed, which won Best Picture.
Sure.
You
And
forget.
often taking from
Yeah.
Asian markets for inspiration.
You forget sometimes they remake our movies. They did a remake of True Grit just like 2 years ago, an Asian version, but it was like samurai.
Yeah.
What other films have they done that come to my mind? There was another
Well,
one.
we did The Ring from them.
That's right. We did The Ring
We've
from
done
them.
so many.
But
They did Rambo. They did.
Did they do it?
redid
Rambo?
Rambo. Yeah.
Is that Jackie
you
Chan?
serious?
Yeah. It was Jackie Chan and
Are you lying?
another guy.
I don't know what he's talking
Wang.
about.
Are
His
you
name was
lying?
Wang too.
Are you lying?
I think he's
it's not
lying.
true. I would like it though.
Well, I never saw the original Bride Wars. Did you?
I did.
I'm asking you, sir.
I feel.
I did. I saw
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's terrible.
I like vaguely remember. it.
Okay.
It's like both of them are getting married and
Okay.
like want the same venue, and it just turns into like more or less pranking each other. But they were best friends at the beginning. It's
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of side boob.
I
in it.
could see how
Tons of side boob.
Tons of side boob.
Tons of side boob.
that I don't remember.
Look up
Yeah.
Bride Wars side boob.
Yeah, you'll find it. Kate Hudson.
Yeah, moving on. Fox's Fantastic
Yes.
Four tried to salvage some of the studio's investment after the superhero movie flopped over here.
Big time.
The comic book movie snagged fourth place with $16.2 million from 65 territories. That brings the global total to $130.4 million. So probably not very likely that the studio will recoup with.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's going to tank bad.
Yeah.
You'll never see it. You
Yeah,
won't
it's
see
at
another one for
130.
another 10 years.
That
Maybe
dispatched
China will do that.
125.
You would think
Plus
it internationally would at least do okay because it is this big budget, trying to be a big budget superhero movie.
It'll make some money over there. But
65 territories. Only
I
brought
know.
in 16.2.
That's really bad.
look,
I mean,
social media is a juggernaut.
Yeah, that's a
don't
good
screw
point.
around with
They
it.
didn't give him any of the action scenes.
None of the
false
action-
advertising.
the actions in the trailer are not even in the movie. And here's the thing. Obviously, it's got bad word of mouth. And they were saying that Terminator Genesis, even though it opened strong in China, that doesn't mean it's going to continue strong in China. Word of mouth is going to happen over there just like it did here. I still think it's going to make a good amount of
but
money over
Fantastic Four makes Terminator Genesis look good.
there. That's true.
Yeah, makes it look like Titanic.
Arnold, man. Arnold still has some pull over there.
He
I'm telling you,
does.
Sly Arnold anywhere outside the U.S. could still pull huge numbers.
Easily.
And especially because China loves the Terminator movies, just like everyone else in the world. When they see that property, they don't care about all this crap you hear about. Oh, it's a badly made movie. The writers, the directors. They see Arnold, they see Terminator, they're gonna go see it.
They get different.
And they see the money behind the budget.
Yes, exactly.
That is a big
Good
draw,
point.
which is.
That's true. No, it's a big deal.
And think about it.
I love Schwarzenegger over there.
Yeah,
He's the best.
What, you just feel like you
know.
just got sad.
No, here's
or
the thing.
something. You just sighed.
And I've thought about this. I've seen foreign films. I've lived abroad before. Sometimes you don't know how bad an actor is when you're reading subtitles. Like maybe Jai Courtney is not the worst actor then because
That is true.
that happens. Like I've watched some foreign films where people told me that that guy's horrible. It's like, well, I can't really say if you're right
Feel
or
that
wrong
because I can't.
I don't understand what he's saying, but I'm reading the subtitles, so maybe that disconnect helps a little bit for Terminator Genesis.
Maybe.
A movie that bad?
I can see that.
We will
Yeah.
see. All right, let's move on to our game for the week.
Let's do it.
Is
Break
it?
out the Rosetta Stone, because it's time for the international title game.
Al esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución no lo queremos.
That was the deer. He reenacted
Yeah.
the deer
Did you see
scene.
I reenacted the deer scene that time.
I didn't
You
see
didn't see
that.
it?
He reenacted
I
it.
didn't see that.
How do you take your eyes off that moment in the show?
I was, trying to like do work and
a
like
big deal.
plan what
I
we're
was
gonna
doing the
talk
whole
about.
drive-in.
It's a big deal.
What?
Oh,
That's pretty amazing.
Gotcha. Was that me? All right, let's move on
Did anybody
to the
cry?
game.
Did anybody cry in the car? Were you crying?
No,
Really? That's
We're all three. Did you guys bury him?
no.
Should have just put it on your. Got any rope? You
We
should put
did
it on
have
the
to
top of
drag
the
him
truck.
to the side of the road though.
Really?
Oh, you did drag him?
By the antlers?
Oh, by the antlers?
No, by the leg.
What? I
Really?
feel like you.
How
Why
heavy
would
was
you
he?
go
He's
for
probably
the
like 200
antlers?
pounds, right?
I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's
a good-
gruesome.
It's a good leg workout.
Quick true story. I came home one day from school, and in my front yard, and this is like a suburban neighborhood, my dad was gutting a deer.
Really?
And I said, "What the hell is happening?" He had like tarp. We hit this deer on the way home, and they just threw it in the back of the truck. Start cutting
I'm
it
not
up for
gonna
me.
lie, I thought about it. I thought about taking the
venison
deer.
is great meat.
Yeah.
My buddy, I
really like
used to work with this guy at a tree service. He was like a complete dirtbag, but he was like a survival dirtbag. So basically, we were working the one day. He had a little gun on him, shot the deer in the woods while he was cutting down trees.
Oh wow!
Cut the deer up and cooked the meat on the chipper of the wood thing when you throw the
wood chipper. Yeah.
He was
That
cooking the
would be
meat on the wood chipper like a dirty. He's like, "You want some?" I'm like, "No, I
That
don't
is
want
so, like,
any of that."
hillbilly.
He's the worst. This guy. He used to drink like at 4 a.m. He was unbelievable. John Morgan. He's probably dead now.
It's a great segue to the international.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
So
it.
anyway, we're gonna go.
Okay.
We're going. Zac Efron movies.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
He terrifies me
Why?
because I was like in the
Girls love that guy.
No, I was in that age group that had to watch High School Musical, and then he came out in Hairspray, and his like face is just overly animated and literally scares me.
Yeah, he's got interesting bone structure. He's got like soap opera.
like attacks you.
Soap opera guy face.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Chicks love him. Vanessa Hudgens hot though.
I've literally only
He
seen
was-
one movie with
he
him.
was pumping that for a
Neighbors.
while. Yeah. Yeah, he was good in that.
Yeah, he was
but he's
good.
also good in Charlie St.
Is
Clown. or
Neighbors in
something.
the game?
No, it's not.
All right, well, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Hit this.
So
I didn't win.
yeah, let's go with this. High School Musical.
Part one.
Yeah.
Do you know there's multiple parts?
There's like 10 of them, isn't
Yeah.
there?
I have no idea.
It's called Dance Green.
Dance
Maybe
Green.
because when they dance, they make money or something. I'm not sure.
Maybe he's new to
Dance
school.
Green?
Yeah, Dance Green. Green is the color.
All right.
Yeah. That Awkward Moment, which was out like a couple of years ago with, I think it was Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan. And
Yeah,
him.
that's right.
It's called Dating Feed. Dating Feed.
Okay.
Yeah.
These titles are weird.
Yeah.
We Are Your Friends is a movie that we're going to be talking about very shortly.
We are your friends.
Yeah, it's called Do Ecstasy and Have Sex with Everybody While You're DJing.
I call that one the line.
No, it's not called that. It's called We Love DJ. That's it. We Love DJ.
Oh, man.
My buddy's name is DJ. People love him too. Dirty Grandpa, which is coming out around Christmas time.
I thought that already came out.
No, it
Was that
didn't.
Bad Grandpa?
No, it's Bad Grandpa. This is Dirty Grandpa. This is where he does some really dirty stuff. By Embarrassed Grandpa Europe.
Buy, like buy,
No,
like
B-U-Y.
B,
like
so buy, like
Yeah,
with
buy.
money.
Yes.
Buy embarrassed Grandpa Europe.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. So we'll run them down again. High School
Okay.
Musical.
Who's up?
Dance Green.
Okay.
That Awkward Moment. Dating Feed.
Okay.
We Are Your Friends. MDMA, EDM, Love Fest. But now it's called We Love DJ. Dirty Grandpa, which is not released yet, but China gives titles to unreleased movies so they can claim it, and then they can try it when people try to use their websites and things like that. They have to pay China. By Embarrassed Grandpa Europe.
What?
Yeah. I know.
What?
Yep.
I don't know where to go with this one. I'm going to say We Love DJ. Whatever the hell it's called. That's what I'm going
Yeah,
with.
but you know how they do it. They're like, we love DJ. That's it. That's what they say. They cut out like a lot of words.
You're probably right, just because he made that comment, which means that's the only thing he understood about this. 'Cause that's what's got me. I'm like, which one of these would he make up?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going We Love DJ.
I think you're probably right. I'm going to side with JTE.
Oh, okay. Jonathan Ian Gardner.
Just for shits and giggles, I will go with Dance Green.
Okay.
It's probably like Dance Yellow.
You guys are wrong.
What?
What?
That awkward moment dating feed.
Are you kidding me?
Why do you even come up with that?
It's like dating something else or something. But I said dating feed because it's like they do some things with like.
So we had it together this time.
Social
I was
sites.
totally with you.
We love
I was
DJ.
totally with you.
So
also,
I guess I'm back in the winning trail. I haven't won in a couple of weeks.
I think you just put one in there that was just like really, really dull, so we wouldn't pick it.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I immediately thought
switch
of
up my game?
I immediately thought of DJ from Full House.
Yeah, me too. DJ Tanner, Candace Cameron.
Candace.
She's like a real Bible thumper or
Oh
something.
yeah, for sure. We love DJ. Should be like her book.
Yeah, but she's got like 10 kids, so like I don't know who she's fooling.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't keep track of the Full House cast, but you guys keep it up.
The
Bye,
Full House.
Embarrassed Grandpa Europe. It's so good. That's
The
a great name.
unauthorized Full House movie was on Lifetime this week.
Yeah, I heard. Was it good?
It was pretty good.
I gotta watch
You
it.
watch it?
Did they show, like-
Have I discovered your weakness? You have a Full House weakness,
He
the
does
two of
like
you?
it. He
Is
does.
this the foundation
No.
of your friendship?
Let me tell you what
It could
happened.
be.
I never watched a Lifetime movie until Will Ferrell did Deadly Adoption.
Yeah. it's the
Since
best.
then, I go back and watch them every once in a while just to see how
No,
ridiculous they are.
I'm a big Lifetime movie guy. I like the Drew Peterson story with Rob Lowe. That was amazing.
I don't think
I
I've
didn't see that
ever
one.
watched a Lifetime movie.
I used to watch every Shannon Doherty
missing out.
one. Yeah, you're missing out.
I
big time.
don't think I am.
No, you
I
are.
really
Oh,
don't
you
think
are.
I am.
Yep.
You are.
You are.
You are.
Yeah,
So
it's the best.
We've spoken.
Do you agree? Thank you. I love the shaking
did you-
head
Have you
out
seen
there.
Deadly Adoption?
It's amazing.
Come on, man.
No,
So-
I haven't.
It's the best. You should watch
I
it.
feel like watching Lifetime is like being like, yes, I fully admit that I'm going to waste my time and not enjoy this.
No. It's better
enjoy-
than some movies that are out now.
I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah. Did they show what's her name, Kimmy Gibbler, doing drugs?
No, they didn't, but they it's a lot of the behind the scenes, like how these three guys were jealous that these kids were getting all the fame.
Was there any cocaine use?
Pretty stuff. It was nonstop.
Well, Bob
cocaine use.
Saget's like the biggest cocaine user on the planet.
Well, in case you didn't, I don't
John
even know where to
Stamos
go
is a
from
swinger.
this.
I will say the girl that got to play Rebecca Romaine did not do Rebecca justice.
Ooh. What about Dave Coulier? Was it Alanis Morissette?
Yeah,
in
he
it?
was fine. Apparently, he hooked up with a lot of models.
Yeah, and Alanis Morissette. He used to do
Did he
that
really?
Popeye voice. Yeah,
I don't think that's his name.
Yeah, Dave Coulier.
David Coulier, that's it. The guy,
Not
did
John
all
Stamos.
the guy did all the voices.
Yeah, the Popeye voices and stuff. He was the one Alanis Morissette wrote "You Ought to Know About."
Is that true?
Is that his name?
Dave Coulier. Yeah, he's French.
Yep. I also didn't know that he almost got an SNL. I learned this from the unauthorized.
He's a funny guy.
Anyway, we're going to move on to our top 5 grossing list, which is, I love when we have typos.
Yeah.
Well, this is the Ice Cood. Ice Cood Films.
Supposed to be Ice Cube.
I don't know who did that.
I don't know.
This is Cood.
We'll fire it.
Says
Cody. Come on, Cody. What? Look
Yeah,
at
come
the
on.
typos, man.
Come on, dude.
Anyway, I'm going to edit that to
Ice Cood. That's
Ice Cood.
he's the Chinese Ice Cube.
He's one cool cood. He's one cool cood. It's when someone's cool and they're a dude, you call him cood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
What up, cood?
Cootie.
I'm sure he appreciates
You should
this
just call
new
him Cootie,
nickname.
Cootie Hall.
Everyone start using cood.
Yeah.
It's when you're a cool guy and you're a dude.
Cootie Hall.
Come Ice Cood.
He's the best.
All right, let's go. He has a full 7 films on his list today, so we're not going to be mentioning.
Real quick, I
What?
think we're talking about this. I think we count number 1 and 2
Yes.
together. And we
Okay.
start from 6.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm skipping Are We There Yet and jumping straight to Barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're there at number 6.
Barbershop with 105.8.
It's a good movie. Struck a
Adjusting
chord.
million.
I enjoyed this movie when it first came out in theaters. Tim Story directed it, I believe. The guy who directed the first 2 Fantastic Four movies.
Yes.
I've never seen this movie.
It's fun. It's a funny movie. I mean, I haven't seen it, I think, since theaters.
They got a good cast. It's like
Yeah.
Cube's going to lose the barbershop. He's got a bunch of ragtag guys who cut hair. One guy wants to do this. One guy wants to do that.
If you had asked me when this movie was made, I would have been like 91. And it was made in 2002.
Oh, no. 91.
I don't know why. I've never
Wow.
seen this movie. I don't remember
He
it.
was still in NWA by then. No, he was doing solo albums by then.
I will say the sequel's not on this top list. The sequel was not very good. It was like
No.
it shifted to Queen Latifah, who had her own barbershop.
Yeah, she did her barbershop, and then they had a show barbershop. It spawned a bunch of different things.
Did it
and
have
then,
a show?
Yeah, and then a lot of young people started becoming barbers, and it did a lot of stuff. And Cedric the Entertainer was in this. Cedric used to sell State Farm real
That's right.
estate.
Cedric was the old guy. That's right.
And he used to sell State Farm real estate before making it big. I wouldn't buy anything off Cedric. I don't know who he was selling to. So,
Wow.
But you know what? Cedric crushes in limited roles. Like when he does little stuff like this.
Oh, like in that last. What was it last?
Top 5. He
Top 5.
destroyed
He destroyed top 5.
He destroyed it.
I think the hangers got the knock out.
Then he destroyed that chick and left. That was the best.
Wow. And you were wrong. He was not still because in '91 he was making the number 4 on our list, which is Boys in the Hood.
This is breakout movie.
Brought in $110 million. If we look at the adjusted numbers.
This movie, have you ever?
Yes, I've seen this one.
Okay,
It's
cool.
it's
movie.
fantastic. Snoop Dogg did like a little parody the other day when he was like punching in the air like Cuba Gooding after Ricky got shot.
Oh, really?
The crazy part about it is the opening and closing scenes are a direct reference from Stand By Me. Like when they go check out a dead body.
The body? Yeah.
And then at the end when they're talking on the thing like Kim and Chambers are, Singleton, paid homage to it like that. And another crazy thing is Eddie Murphy was supposed to play Lawrence Fishburne's role of the dad.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
I
think he might be able to pull off. He shows he could do some dramatic stuff. Boys in the Hood was the first of its kind. It was
a
a
hood
look
movie.
into that.
It was like
hood
the
movie.
original like hood movie.
Yeah, and then every.
Well, Juice was.
Well,
But
Juice was after this.
no, I don't
Was
think
it?
so. I think maybe
Let's
you might be
find
right.
out.
Maybe Juice might have been 92.
Yeah, Juice was definitely after this.
Yeah, you're right.
We're
And
checking.
movies like Menace to Society.
Juice was 92.
Menace to Society still holds up.
Yeah, poetic. What was the one? Tupac. Poetic Justice.
Yeah. Then you had Don't Be a Menace to South Central while
this-
drinking your juice in the hood, which is the best.
It's the best. It started a whole genre, and I still think, but like most movies that start a genre, the first is usually the best.
Yeah. Will Smith was supposed to play Cuba Gooding Jr.'s part 2.
Yeah, and a lot of people like Menace to Society, which I still think is a great movie too. But for me, Boys in the Hood is.
Yeah, they can't do these
above the
movies. They
rest.
can't do these movies anymore because it's just
It's not the same.
They did it already. Yeah, it's just not there anymore.
We captured that time period perfectly.
Yeah.
Next on our list is Anaconda.
Yes.
My anaconda
100
ain't got.
116.5 adjusted from 1997.
Starring the original La Guitarra.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez actually used the money from this movie to get a nose job.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because her nose is totally different in this.
I have to go check it out.
I'll tell you what ain't
I
different,
feel
her
like
ass.
I don't think I've ever
Well,
noticed
Selena was. Yes, look at
Yeah,
Selena and look
Selena.
at the movie after this and see if there's a difference.
There's a scene in Selena when she's walking where it looks like she just.
that. We're not talking about Selena or not. We're talking about Anaconda.
She's walking in the woods and
Wrong
it looks like she's
movie.
a horse. It's unbelievable.
Anyway, Anaconda was a monster of the week kind of
I don't think
movie.
that was
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be either. The thing about this movie is like Owen Wilson was very young in this movie. Like he just started. Ice Cube was established at this point. John Voight playing a way over the top villain.
He was batshit crazy at that point. That's when he went over the edge. That's when Angelina disowned him.
That's true. But it was it's still actually a fairly decent, fun monster movie.
It is.
I don't know how well because I haven't seen it in so long. I'm curious how well those snakes actually stand up special
I'm
effects
guessing
wise.
Probably not.
Probably not very well.
It's not.
Not
No,
well.
it's not. It's.
They made a sequel like not that a few years ago. That
They
was
made a couple
horrible.
of them. Nobody wants to see that unless J-Lo's in it again, totally naked.
Yeah.
Number 2. Every time you just make a bad call, I'm just going to keep moving it along to Ride Along.
Oof, I hate this movie.
One of our more recent films on the list,
Made a ton of
bringing in
money.
137.5 adjusted.
That's a lot of money for a movie like this. It came out at the right time last year,
It is getting another one.
and
Yeah.
it looks terrible.
Doesn't look good. I tried to go watch this movie at the cheap theater. You know, my
$2 Pasadena?
backhouse in Pasadena.
Yeah.
And I just
You thought you overpaid?
I did. I don't even know if I stayed for the whole thing. I just was so bored by it. I think it was riding on the popularity of Kevin Hart.
The script was floating around for a long time. The Rock and Ryan Reynolds were supposed to be in it.
And let me tell you, I saw Straight Outta Compton again this weekend, and Ride Along 2 trailer played, and not one laugh in the whole theater.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you said last week that you thought this was going to be Ride Along would take the spot,
of course.
number 1 spot.
I totally think it will. because people will just go watch. It's a sequel. Sequels always do better than the first movie,
Not always.
most of the time. And
I don't know about that.
but when you got Ice
don't even
Cube
know
who's,
about that either.
and Kevin Hart,
That's a blanket
it's a
statement.
sequel. I just think. I just think it's gonna make the money. Listen, people like go see bad movies sometimes,
Yeah.
depending on who's in them.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why some people still have
Well,
careers when they shouldn't.
It looks
Well,
terrible.
because of the large amount of money it made, is getting a sequel. It'll be coming out fairly soon. So we've combined our number 1 and number 2 movies because they are also sequels. That is 21 Dumb Street and 22.
21 Dumb Street.
Wait, do you not like these movies?
I
they're
like them.
I
They're
love them. I think
like
they're
them.
hilarious.
They're
I like them. I think they're funny.
Ice Cube is great.
The first one was really good. I
The
didn't
first
care for
one
the
brought
second
in 140 million. The second brought in 188 adjusted, which doesn't make sense because it says 191 and the adjusted goes down.
Yeah.
But
They do that sometimes.
doesn't
That's true.
doesn't make
the
sense.
budget goes up 1 year. Here's the deal. I love Cube in these movies because he's playing to his strength. He's just playing angry black sergeant.
Yeah.
And Ice Cube has always been known as he's an angry dude.
When he plays the angry black militant, he's the best.
He's the best. Higher learning.
Higher learning,
Are you kidding me?
Boys in the Hood, he
Yeah.
kills everybody, even when he's on wax.
He's famous for just having a constant angry face.
Yeah.
He's a really
And-
good stare.
Yeah,
He's
he
really
has
good at-
that. He'll stare right through you, and they play to that in these movies. Part 2, one of the hardest laughs I've had in the last few years. So when Jonah Hill meets him on like Parent Day, and he realizes he's dating Ice Cube's daughter. My theater wouldn't stop laughing for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, they hit the nail on the head. They're gonna do like 5 more of these.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, broke out Channing Tatum as a
as a comedic
as a
actor.
comedic actor. No one believed it, and he killed it. He's great in it. So is Jonah. They have great camaraderie.
Again, I think looking at this list, I don't think Ice
He's
Cube
like
is a great actor. I don't think he's like ever gonna get nominated for anything, but he's good playing to his strengths.
He brings in a lot of money and he makes franchises happen.
If he plays, I heard he's gonna play Joe Frazier or something in a biopic.
No way.
Yeah.
You can't get in that kind of shape.
Cube?
Yeah, now?
He'll fight
too
with
old.
he'll fight with a shirt on.
His son could do it.
Maybe he could. Maybe
We
he
will
could.
find out. Well, he's not coming up in any of our upcoming films. Let's start with No Escape.
Yuck.
Yeah, here's the thing.
You guys have so
Hold
many
on,
good
no.
reactions.
Here's the deal. I've heard some early word reviews. That's not bad.
That's what
Really?
I hear. It's
I'm hearing it's a-
Weinstein.
I'm hearing
It
it's a
has
job.
67% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Which is not horrible. It's so,
That isn't bad
That's
for a
the
movie
same
like
as The
this.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah, so it's close to being, not. It's rotten, but it's fairly close to being fresh.
It's so close to being
Right?
there.
Hey, 67's not bad.
When you, with the time it's coming out and everything, I
It
would
does
have
have a
thought
red
this thing.
tomato. It doesn't have a
Oh,
splat.
it doesn't.
That's
Okay.
real then.
So it's fresh
No,
until
67 is good. Anything over 50 is fresh.
Oh, is it really?
Right?
I
Yeah.
thought
Let's see what
under
it says.
60.
Well, 1996.
70% from critics,
Okay,
93% want to see it. They are saying the bad reviews are a technically accomplished, morally ranked slab of cultural exploitation.
That means it sucks.
Between the script and the superior editing by Elliot Greenberg, there's an enormous amount of tension and thrills to be found here. Unfortunately, they're all in service of a movie that's reprehensible to the core.
Oh, that's
I've heard this thing earned its R rating.
Well, it's got a lot of political angles.
very. I hear Pierce Brosnan actually shines in this. He's really good in it.
He's always good.
And I think Owen Wilson, he hasn't really done a movie serious kind of like in this vein since like Behind Enemy Lines.
Yeah, which was good.
Which was good with Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
So originally I was not giving this movie the time of day. Now I'm kind of curious to seeing it. I'm not saying I'm going to run out and see it this weekend, but I'll probably catch it on a matinee when I got nothing to do one day.
2001 called. They want their movie back.
Yeah, and also there was a movie called No Escape starring Ray Liotta.
Yes.
Which was amazing.
That was good.
Yeah, go check that movie out. Find it on
that,
DVD.
And then he did that, and then he did Operation Dumbo Drop right after that.
I like that movie.
Also coming out this weekend, but without any reviews. The inspiration for our international names game, Zac Efron's We Are Your Friends.
Oof. Emily Ratajkowski, she equals hot. They should just have her walking around for an hour and 45 minutes naked, or just like half, scantily clad.
This trailer doesn't look good. That's all I gotta say.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just like, I have
between
no
her and
interest in
Zac
this movie.
Efron, I feel there'll be like a lot of shirtless people.
Well, no, there's gonna be that, and it's gonna
shirtless
be a lot
movie.
of. There's gonna be a lot of shots on like people's eyes and like licking their lips and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard they're handing out glow sticks when you go see this movie.
They
Would you
are.
take it?
Yeah, they are.
It's like a 90-minute rave.
And
Oh my gosh.
and MDMA
It's called a headache.
and electric dance music is there.
It feels like they just took some cameras and followed Zac Efron's everyday life for
That's-
about 3
yeah.
weeks.
Well, this is the
It's
movie.
just parties,
This
LA.
is the movie that he had to go to rehab after.
Oh, that's right.
He was all
Yeah.
coked out of his mind. They found him on Skid Row.
Plot. Caught between a forbidden romance and the expectations of his friends, aspiring DJ Cole Carter attempts to find the path in life that leads to fame and fortune.
Max Joseph
very
directed this. The
much
guy who does
don't
the
wanna see
Catfish.
this.
The guy who does
Oh,
Catfish,
really?
the show on MTV, directed this. So it's the first time director in like a big movie here. I don't know.
Are people excited about it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
this will get the EDM crowd, the electric dance music stuff, or
I don't think they want to sit in a movie theater.
That's a good point.
They're gonna get, they're gonna
I
get
feel like
doped
they're a
up and
little
see it.
antsy for that.
They'll get doped up and see it.
I don't know. I have no interest in it.
Unless it
sticks.
turns into like you can dance in the
You
theaters.
don't go to that stuff, right?
No, I've been to a few, but no.
What, like the Electric Daisy Carnival?
gives me a headache.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff either. Well, you got like an old soul thing going on.
Yeah, like I would see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Green Legend.
Yeah, which is only opening in IMAX apparently. So
It is, and it was the first movie that actually be released in the theater and Netflix on the same day.
oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's mostly only opening in IMAX theaters.
Yeah,
Listen, I love the first Crouch Dragon Dragon. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Chow Yun-fat is one of my favorite actors growing up. I love those foreign
who did
films.
it, Ang Lee?
No, Ang Lee did not direct this. He did the original.
He did.
But this one's actually, I believe, directed by the guy who does all the choreography for the first film. Yu Wu Ping, something like that.
I will
Oh, yeah,
see
that guy.
this.
yeah.
Yes.
And
Wu Ping
Wu Ping.
Wu Ping Wang.
Wu Ping Yoon. Okay, that sounds about right.
Wu Ping Yang.
That's
The only returning is the actress Michelle Yeoh, I believe.
but I love her.
Yeah, she was
The
great.
golfer?
She's awesome.
The golfer?
No.
Michelle Wee?
No,
No.
somebody else.
Oh.
But you know who else is a comeback is Zhang Ziyi, the girl who kind of blew up from this movie. She was in Rush Hour 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But
No, I don't think she's coming back.
no, she's not coming back either. That's
she
what I'm
does some
saying.
interesting stuff. I can't speak on it, though.
Okay, well,
All I know is of everything
we'll
we've talked about so far, this is the one I would want to see.
Well, getting back to the Netflix
Okay.
thing, I think we'll see a lot more of that eventually.
yeah, especially well, it's different because like Adam
And there's
Sandler's
certain
deal.
movies that should be released that way.
Again, the Adam Sandler deal. His movies are going straight to Netflix. We're not going to theaters.
They do a lot of porn stuff on this, too. They have a lot of Crouching Tiger, different names. It's
Where did these come from?
Well, it's Crouching Tiger.
You were the one who directed this conversation. You're like, hey, let's talk about the Netflix stuff. And then we say 2 comments on the Netflix thing, and then you switch
Oh, you
the
want
topic
porn?
again.
Oh,
Porn.
sorry.
Switch to porn.
Well, it's called Crouching Tiger, Something Dragging. Crouching Tiger, Something Dragging.
That's the name of the porn?
Yeah. And they have a black guy on the cover. And
Do you want to go in this direction now? Is this?
I don't know where we're at.
Crouching Tiger is
You can
zero
see
gag
it on
reflex.
IMAX. Ignore Tom.
And
Sorry.
it's on Netflix.
Moving
which I'll
on
probably
to
watch it.
Z for Zachariah.
Oh, Jesus.
Coming out. Very little publicity that I've personally seen. Has Chris
Yeah.
Pine, Margot Robbie.
Chewy Tail.
I dug the trailer for this though. Did you guys see the trailer for this?
No.
Basically,
You know, it looks good.
yeah. Listen, basically, Margot Robbie's like the last woman on Earth.
I don't understand how this hasn't had more publicity because she has like a paparazzi on her 24/7.
That's true. Well, let me.
And Chewy Tail.
Like I've heard about Suicide Squad specifically because of Margot Robbie. Like
Do you know the premise of this movie?
in the wake of disaster
say
that
it.
wipes out in the wake of disaster that wipes out most of civilization, 2 men and a young woman find themselves in an emotionally charged love triangle as the last known survivors. So she gets to pick.
So, wait, yes.
Margot Robbie gets to pick between Chris
So-
Pine and Chewy Tail.
Let me tell you how this plays out from the trailer. I want to get your opinion on this, Sarah.
Okay.
So she's by herself. She's
Margot Robbie.
It shows
Being
her.
like, "I'm so pretty."
She's hunting like deer in the trailer.
Yeah. With a bow and arrow.
I bond.
This is
We should
already just
bond.
like you. So then Chiwetel shows up.
Okay.
They start forming a relationship. Listen. Let's not. We're the only guy and girl on this whole planet that we know of.
Great. We should have babies.
We know we have
Yes.
to. Then all of a sudden, on like an ATV, I believe, over a mountain comes Chris Pine,
Yeah.
the guy with the piercing blue eyes.
Yeah. Piercing.
And all of a sudden, what do you do? Like this is where the main conflict comes. Do I stay with this
Is
guy?
it really conflict?
a
I
love
feel like if you're the
triangle.
last people on Earth, You just kind of are like, well,
But
hi,
Chiwetel-
there's three of
in the-
us.
in the
I don't think
trailer-
you really kick one out.
No, but in the trailer, Chiwetel is like so nervous. Like he's like, I love you, you love me. He's like, I'm worried this new guy is gonna be like a problem. And then like he starts like he's like more of a hunter gatherer, where
Yeah.
he's more like a smart guy.
In terms of survival,
Okay.
I feel like if you think you're the last people, and there's two more people, you just accept everyone.
No, wait. So
Like there's a place for everyone.
so
in this
you're
world.
saying she should have relations with both of them? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
That is
yeah.
what I am saying.
She could have a mixed race baby.
I'm just saying, like,
Well, no.
all of them are alone and they have to hunt and do all these things. It seems like it would be proactive just to all get along
yeah, well, she
and
better
work together.
She better get ready. Why?
Well, it's just weird. That's the whole thing. That's like the whole conversation of the movie.
Yeah, but love triangles are always with two dudes and a chick. You never see
That
love
is
triangles
not
with two chicks
true.
and one dude.
Yes, there are those.
No, because if you're the last people on Earth and you're the only dude and there's two chicks, like say if it's like you and Emily Ratajkowski or something like that, and then I'm hanging out like making fires and things like that. There's gonna be no problems. Trust me.
There shouldn't be a problem here either.
But
Yeah, there is. 'Cause
I'm saying-
they're gonna try to lift stuff. They're gonna try to be the strong guy here.
They should just be trying not to die.
Who gets first dibs?
Well, it's just like
Morning sex, whatever.
it's
Unbelievable.
funny how there's there's different ways to look at it depending on the sex. I guess it does change the story.
No. Bad thing about it was sad story is Chiwetel Ejiofor was in a car accident with his dad at 11. His dad died, and he actually lived.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah, his dad
I
was a
don't know
doctor
how
too.
that really
God,
related.
That brought the mood
movie.
down.
Well, we had to change it up a little bit. No, that's
Shifted
crazy.
gears.
that
I feel like this
he
is your
actually
episode of
survived.
random comments.
Yeah, I had a
Like
big,
not random stories because they
was-
don't go anywhere.
I was sheltered this whole weekend.
Just random comments.
If you guys want the opposite of Z for Zachariah, go check out Last Man Earth with Will Forte on Fox this year.
yeah.
Amazing show.
That's what I hear.
Also talking about some sort of apocalyptic wasteland.
Yes, Turbo.
Kid.
Yep.
In a post-apocalyptic wasteland, a comic book fan dons the persona of his favorite hero to save his enthusiastic friend in a fight a tyrannical overlord.
Yeah, it's
This is the
overseas kick-ass.
strangest little
Yeah.
description because it's an enthusiastic friend and it's a tyrannical overlord.
And
It's a copster. He's
Is there another
enthusiastic
type
friend.
of overlord?
Apparently, this thing was a big hit on the festival circuit. It's a
Yes.
throwback to like Mad Max, 80s, over the top movies. I saw the trailer. It reminded me too much of Tank Girl, which that's a red flag in my book. So I'm kind of just like,
Ice-T classic.
as a kangaroo.
Yeah,
Kangaroo tea.
it's the best. It's a really good movie.
Tank Girl's
So-
not a good movie.
Yeah, no,
it's
it's not.
horrible.
It is terrible.
I mean, again, this might be fun for people I feel like Turbo Kid is after a very specific audience.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to make much money in the limited release it's in, but the people who want that kind of movie will seek out and find it.
Z for Zachariah is limited.
Yeah.
Turbo Kids
Very limited.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Giants, IMAX.
And
all
Netflix.
we're looking at is No Escape, which
And
is in
we are
3,000, and
your
We Are Friends,
friends.
which is in about a little around 2,500.
Yep.
And
tough
once
week.
again, I'm not excited about any of them.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
see any of these things.
I might see
I
Straight
might see
Compton for the
Crouching
third time.
Tiger.
Yeah, maybe.
I would consider seeing.
No, I will probably go see No Escape.
You're gonna see
Only
it?
because I've heard some decent things. And I like Owen Wilson. I think I like seeing him do something else in comedy.
Yeah, it's rated R.
And
So
it's a hard R, if I'm not told.
it's Weinstein. It's gonna make
Yeah.
money. Let's see where you put it in the top 5.
Let's see.
Oh, let's see.
Will it escape your top 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
Boom.
My top 5 is Straight
We're
Out of
both on fire
Compton,
today.
and then Straight Out of Compton, and
Yeah.
then Straight Out of Compton, and then
You seem so confident. I think we should let her go first.
Should I go first?
Yeah, we should.
That's fine.
Let's go, Sarah. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna start with Straight Out of Compton.
Go ahead.
Great. All right, let's do some calculations. Straight Out of Compton. Then I think No Escape, even though I don't want it to. But nothing's making any money. Because Straight Out of Compton's probably going to have another 50% drop.
No.
You think it's going to be less?
Yeah.
You think... I think people have seen it.
39%.
You think 39%.
JT's gonna see it again.
All because JJ's going to see it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the 39%.
I'm still
title.
giving it this Straight Out of Compton, still taking the number 1 spot.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go to No Escape. Then We Are Your Friends. Then we're going to go to Mission Impossible, and we're going to round out everything with
Interesting.
We'll just give it to Sinister 2.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up.
That was very inspired.
You want to go?
Did you see how? Did you feel how happy that list made me? Like, woohoo!
I'll go ahead, Vince.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'll
yeah,
let
yeah.
you ride last this time.
I haven't done that in a while.
I'm going to go straight at a Compton number 1.
Me too.
No surprise there. Yeah.
Wow.
Compton.
This is where I'm struggling a little bit with number 2. I'm gonna say We Are Your Friends, and I'm not saying it's making a lot of money either. It's gonna make like under 10 and still pull number 2.
It's gonna do 12 to 14.
So straight out Compton,
Really?
Yeah.
We Are Your Friends. Then I'm gonna go No Escape, Mission Impossible, Sinister 2.
Okay, so we have the same thing but switched to 2.
Yeah.
Isn't this an exciting list?
It's pretty exciting.
Aren't you feeling really good about it?
They're doing so bad. Like I don't even know. It's which one's gonna do worse. That's all I'm trying to think of.
Looks like I'm gonna win again.
All right, let's hear it.
Number 1, obviously, straight out of Compton. I think it's gonna do about.
You say just you're gonna win again. We all got 1 out of 5 last week.
I was 5 for 5 2 weeks ago. Remember that?
I haven't been 5 for 5 in forever.
Okay, 1 straight out of Compton. Probably 15 million.
Mm-hmm.
A droppage of about 39%.
All right.
Number 2 is going to be We Are Friends.
Okay,
or
we're on the same
whatever.
page.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
Like, that's not bad.
At 12 to 14, depending. I mean, because Zach, you got Emily.
What would you
Ratajkowski.
say if We Are blah 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 beat out Straight Outta Compton?
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
All right,
throwing it out
I'm
there.
curious.
Hurry up. We have to take a caller.
This is where the real list comes in. Let's hear it.
Number 3, Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Okay.
So you think No Escape's not going to make enough to be okay?
No. I'm going to go ahead and say 4. Now, this is where I'm twisted, either between Sinister 2 and No Escape. I'm going to go 4 No Escape, 5 Sinister 2.
Can you say escape again?
Escape.
Do you hear what he says
Did I say
normally?
Escape?
You say escape.
Yeah, because
Like
I'm
Ex
thinking.
Machina?
Because I'm thinking about that girl band. There's a girl band called Escape. I wanted to have sex with
All right,
all of
let's
her.
take a caller real quick and either get a question or predictions. Let's see what they got to say. Maybe they have some more.
Welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Brian in Miami.
Brian in Miami. How's it going
Wish
on,
you
Brian?
can, but you can't stand me. What's up, buddy?
I'm doing okay. It's hot as hell over here.
Yeah, it's getting hot over here
Well,
too,
it's
buddy.
a dog days of summer over there. Well, at least you didn't get hit by hitting no deers over there.
I also got bit by a mosquito.
Really?
Oh man.
Sure that's a mosquito bite? It could be a spider bite.
Could be a spider bite.
What do you got for us today, buddy?
All right.
Top 5 or
I
question?
I wanted to go ahead and ask you a question instead of doing a top 5.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Last weekend, I went to see Straight Outta Compton with no expectations whatsoever.
Okay.
Wow.
And I liked it. I liked it.
Okay.
Okay.
Saw Hitman as well with no expectations. Liked it as well. This weekend, I don't know, with No Escape, I only saw one trailer of it, and I was like, I thought it was okay, but I'll go see it either way. But what's a movie or movies that you're looking forward to seeing this year with no expectations?
With no expectations.
It's really hard to take out expectations, but they've been starting to push the Everest trailers, and I'm really interested to see that. I just find also Everest fascinating, so that's one of the ones, and I really like the cast that they've assembled, and I'm wondering how much they're going to apply the family dynamic and their their loved ones.
Don't they eat each other and stuff after a while? There's cannibalism up there, right?
No expectations.
Okay.
No, but they cast like
Jake Gyllenhaal. It's Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
So
and
many people.
So many
Jason
people.
Clarke.
So that's one of the ones I'm really excited to kind of see what they do with that movie.
I got a pretty interesting answer for this. I don't really have a lot of expectations for the last Hunger Games. I really enjoyed the first one. I honestly was not a huge fan of. I really enjoyed the second one. Mockingjay Part 1, I was kind of like, eh. So this one, I'm like, I don't have a lot of expectations for it to be very good. If it's great. But from what I heard from people that they've read the book, does it end great or it's not the most satisfying? So I'm good to see it. Because I've seen
Everest
them all.
is the one I have no expectations for because I really don't know what to expect. Versus like the most excited about for the year, it's coming December, but so many expectations.
I'm not really that excited for it, so therefore I don't have too many expectations for it. But I'm gonna see it.
I have 0 expectations for Point Break. And I think a lot of people have zero expectations for it.
Yeah.
But I think people are going to be really surprised at this movie.
Oh, okay.
There's really good action in it. There's a decent acting. The music is good. I think a lot of people are going to be. There's no expectations for this, but they're going to be like, oh shit, I'll go see this. Because Star Wars is sold out or something like that. Be like, you know what? The movie was actually pretty good.
All right, interesting.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have anything to add?
Yeah. Is there anything you're not looking forward to that might
things
exceed your expectations?
I have been staying away from everything Star Wars news. I only saw the one trailer, the teaser trailer that they played in Star Wars Celebration, and that was it.
But you still have high
That's all I
expectations,
needed to
though.
That's all I needed to get myself hyped up for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Episode 7.
There you go.
Okay.
Just don't follow Ken Knapsack on Periscope then.
That's all we talk about. Thanks so much for calling in, Brian.
I try to stay away from everything Star Wars news, honestly.
It's going to be
That is
tough.
hard.
Like the
That is
Jedi
hard.
Alliance or
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough come November and
I stay away
December.
from everything.
Good luck, man. It's tough, and thanks for the call. That was a great question.
Yeah, you're gonna have to barricade yourself in your house come November, December.
We can take one more
Yeah, let's do
caller,
one
and then
more.
we got to head out of here. Let's see if we
was a
got
good
anyone else on the line.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Hey, it's Kristen from New Jersey.
What up?
Hey, how was your
Kristen.
birthday?
Oh, it was good. It was good. Had a barbecue for the rest of the day, and then we just watched you guys actually again. So.
Oh, nice. Are you guys
That is
gonna?
awesome.
You guys going? You and your buddies are gonna go see We Are Your Friends or no?
No, it's just me today.
You're not gonna go see We Are Friends?
I am going to see that this weekend. I'm taking my mom for her birthday.
Oh wow.
Wow, is your mom a big Zac Efron fan?
No, she's a big. She's an electric dance music fan. Your mom, right?
No, it's just something for us to do. She's not really into Zac Efron, but she's seen the interviews that he's been doing, and she's kind of interested in
Hey,
it. So.
listen, how hot it is out there, I'd go to movies just for air conditioning at this point.
That's true.
Because it's too hot out. Kristen, thanks so much again for calling. What do you like to ask us today, or do you got a top 5?
Yeah, her top 5 last week was a debacle, Kristen. I think what happened?
I know. I
might
had so
have-
much faith in that, and then, it's failed.
Do you want to try and redeem yourself?
More. That's the fun of it.
You must have been. You might have ate too many Pop-Tarts in the morning or something. You must have been on a sugar high.
It was her birthday. She was probably,
That's true. She had
just
too much
out of her
birthday.
mind.
Yeah, she had too much birthday cake. Let's go with give us your top 5. Redeem yourself, because then we can send you something.
Number 1, I'm going to give it to Straight Outta Compton.
Okay.
Smart.
Number 2, I'm really going to take a risk and say Mission Impossible 2. It was number 2.
Okay.
Again this past weekend, so why not? Number 3, We Are Your Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 4, I forget what's coming out already. Oh my goodness.
You've got No Escape, and then you've got the releases from
Sinister.
last week, which were Sinister
And Hitman.
Okay, I'll go with Sinister 2, number 4, number 5, at No Escape.
All
It's not a
right.
bad list.
That's
got
not. Yeah, it's only one off of mine.
If Mission Impossible upsets, I could totally see that winning.
We will see.
It could, but I don't think so. I think that might be it.
Thank you, Kristen, for calling
you something.
in. We'll hopefully talk to you again soon. Hopefully have a prize for you soon. But you guys, we gotta wrap up this
wrap it up.
we
We
do.
started a
show.
little late, so we got to wrap up.
I want to talk about one other thing.
Okay,
just
one last thing.
It's a
One
TV
last
related
thing.
thing. What happened with the girl from Modern Family? She got a breast reduction, I heard.
That is not on our show. This has nothing
Ariel
to
Winter.
do.
Yes, she got a breast reduction last week.
You know what? It wasn't a bad one. Though. It was an F to a D. I mean, that's not bad.
This actually has nothing to do with our show.
It was on the front page of Yahoo News. Like this was. I was like, this is news.
It was on the front page of the New York Post.
Well, and now it's on our show, so
I
wonderful.
had to go see Straight Outta Compton again because I was distracted about the whole news the first time I saw it.
Thank you all for watching us here at Popcorn Talk on Box Office Breakdown. We will be here again next Monday.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah Stretton. These
I'm not
are my
locked up by then.
co-hosts. Will you guys please give your Twitters and such?
You can catch me at Schmoes JTE, also at Save Ariel Winter.
Yeah.
No!
What they
No.
do? I wonder what they did with the excess. Should probably do it
Give
in their
your
ass.
Twitter.
At Bob Finstock. At Bob Finstock. And me and JT have a lot of new things cooking for you guys.
Gosh.
We got some fun stuff coming up.
And you can comment and post and subscribe, please. We have things like Facebook and iTunes.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
And our year show is coming up in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Get prepared.
Vote if Sarah should have her name at Sara Stretton on Twitter or just at La Guitarra. Either one. You figure it
La
out.
Guitarra.
I like
Guys,
that.
this is when we hang us up.
Poof.
There's no music. Oh, there we go.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Whitworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.